Since the dawn of time in 1762, sandwiches have been considered a basic food. But not in Slav lands. Every child here knows that basically there's no better food than filias lutenica, which is basically the national Slav staple and cannot be topped. But since most non-Slavs cannot bury its glory, I have for you a few Slav sandwiches which you can try instead. So you can prepare for the glory of the filias lutenica when we introduce it in the future. Though I would have to teach you how to make lutenica first, which is the most Slav food to ever exist, but that will come at a later date. Now treat yourself with not one, but 3 varieties of Slav sandwiches. For the first variety you need 3 slices of bread, any bread would work. I used capitalist sandwich bread. Some butter, turkey ham.
Това не беше ли някаква държава?
Any melting cheese, I'll use the almighty kashkaval this time. After that you enter the secret codes for the Slavic sequence for making sandwiches. Get a knife and spread butter on top of your slices of bread. Don't go too thick with the butter, as babushka may get angry for wasting the butter. Arrange your ham on top. I've always had issues with that, as I want all my bread to be covered and the shape of most hams do not match the shape of the bread. After that, shred your cheese without shredding your nails, if possible.
Бе, чудих сега Соня един какво ми хрупаше в сандвичите.
We're shredding the cheese as it can be spread better on the top of our sandwiches. Transfer your sandwiches to a tava and arrange cheese on top of each slice of bread. Put in the oven and bake until the cheese has melted and browned. Bake in a grill with the fan on if you have one. Every person likes these sandwiches differently. I like mine browned, others like them just melted. I also enjoy it if the bottom of the sandwich gets crusty.
Аз нямам зъби да го дъвча това.
After 5 minutes, you're rewarded with perfect sandwiches. I use them as a meat of the day snack or a breakfast in the morning. A nice way to kickstart the day. By the way, my fingers are blue because I made some blueberry jam. Bonus slavness! For the second variety of sandwiches, you need some minced meat, an egg, salt, summer savory pepper, and of course some bread. We need to prepare our minced meat first. Add in the egg and start mixing it in. It will help with spreading the meat over our bread. By the way, instead of the egg you can add 2 or 3 spoons of yogurt. It will also do the job. Add in salt, pepper and summer savory. Realize it's quite hard to mix with a fork and initiate hand mixing procedures. Mix well until the egg and all the spices are well incorporated with the meat. By the way, I'm using a mix of pork and beef here. Spread on top of our bread. You can also add some butter and kashkaval too, but it will get higher in fats and calories.
Боже, просто бяха свършили и го домързя да иди до магазина.
If you have leftover pig mixture, you can form a patty and bake it with the sandwiches. And we're almost done. They are ready to go in the oven. I'll bake them at 200 Celsius or 396 Fahrenheit until the meat has cooked. This takes around 10 to 15 minutes at maximum. And our sandwiches are done. As I said, I like them crispy on the bottom. Our leftover patty is also done. You can make a sandwich with it or a burger or eat it just like that. With that, let's see the third and final sandwich variety for today. Bonus slavness! For this variety you need bread of course, eggs, butter, curds or feta cheese and some nice melting cheese of course, which is optional by the way, but I like it in these sandwiches. I got mozzarella this time.
Баба ти само моцарела и яла едно време.
Crack your egg and salt it a little bit. Whisk it with a fork. Make sure to include your extra cameric battery in the video. After that, add in the curds and mash with the fork. Make sure to mash it well until it becomes like a paste. After that, butter your bread, no need for thick butter layer again. By the way, we call these sandwiches princesses, don't ask, I don't know why. Transfer your bread into a tava, start adding your milky mixture on top and spread it well. Make sure to cover the whole slice. It will be nice as is, but I like adding some kashkaval or mozzarella on top for some extra nice flavor. You can call this Slav grilled cheese, I guess. Shred it with your fingers all over, you don't need a lot of it, just for the taste. And these are ready for the oven. Cooking time will depend on how thick your mixture on top is. The mozzarella will give it a nice golden brown color and some additional flavor. And we'll sprinkle it with some multi-purpose Slav spice, used only for sandwiches. It's a mix of a lot of herbs and salt, which are dried and made into powder. And we're done! The Slav difficulty level, to be honest, 1 out of 5 is more than enough. This is a thing that even a 3-year-old Slav children cook when they are home alone while teaching their 2-year-old siblings to do the same. No Slav children are harmed in this process, by the way. Also, most children want to eat only these for breakfast, one of the 3 kinds, and they enjoy them quite a lot. My personal favorite is the 3rd kind with the egg and the cheese, and I'll show you how I like to eat them. Just stick to the end of the video.
Абе, я не изнудвай така хората.
I'm from the phone, so sorry for the portrait, but I just wanted to share how to eat them. Basically, wait for them to cool a little bit, because you don't want to be burnt with melting cheese. And you get a piece of tomato, put it on top and take a bite. Slav perfection. This is basically it for today, comrades. 3 ways to sandwiches the Slav way. Tell me if you have something similar where you live and which of the kinds we saw today fits your taste best. Slav you next time.
Да не съм те видяла да показваш моцарела на хората повече.